Okay, a couple of things now. I have a chip. That chip my finger is touching. It's called an opto isolator. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, it's got two sensors, infrared LED and an infrared sensor, and they're grouped. I use this in the soundboard for relay transfer. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm running this battery with 9 volts through a switch through one side of this chip. Now I'm also running 9 volts on the other side, so the signal's isolated, but the power is shared, okay? And the trick I want you to see is I can light this light, which is a path from this relay to ground. Okay, so when that light is lit, this relay is triggered. It's the only way that light can come on. And this is, you see it? I know you can now. So chuff, 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 chuff. Now, what I'm going to do, instead of chuffing like that, which I could do, but I don't know if I will or not, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this power circuit. When the motor is turned on, energy will flow through this side and trigger that relay. So instead of doing chuff, 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 I'm doing clicking on the motor and the relay will fire. And when I let go, the relay relaxes. And if I start the, and if I lower the hammer on the transformer, but the motor is in neutral, then this will not light, but power will go to the puff board. That will give me idle fan. So I'm going to go from idle fan, drive fan, idle fan, drive fan. That's what this is going to do for me. Now it's a big old chip because it has 4 of those circuits. I don't know that I need the 4. I was thinking about using that on the limit switch, but I don't know that I need to. But I could, and it might be interesting. But in any case, there's 4 of them here, and we use them for the 4 sounds before. But I have 15 of these chips, so I stole some from that package and brought them here and tested it, and by God, it does exactly what I thought it might do, and I think I can use this to reliably trigger motor on. Now, I may be able to get this like in a 2-pack instead of a 4-pack or something smaller. I don't know. But, I've been trying to glue this together with my own lights, and it's just a disaster. I mean, I did have it working, but I have to say, it's so kludgy looking here. I just have a little chip and some wiring. So I'm going to share this with you all, and we'll see where it goes. Oh, and then the last thing I did, I spent a lot of time late yesterday and again today designing the proper cam for this baby. And what I found was these gears that have the screw attachment hole are not accurate, and that attachment hole will vary in its location by a lot. So I had to make 6 kinds of cams, and what I think I'm going to end up with doing is putting a hole in every lobe so you can rotate it 4 locations, and one of them should fit the variations that we get. I'm going to check all my smoke gears and see what's the min and max and go from there. But right now, I believe this is ready to test for a consistent, smooth and equal. Now, it still may be too much smoke on the cam dwell, but I also learned that there was an error in the schematic that I used, and I had too big of a resistor, I think, on the Go transistor, and so I was reducing the voltage on the Go transistor, which I should not have been doing by a lot, and that would cause the smoke motor to not burst out so fast. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to probably fix it in the board I have, move that board over to here, do some testing. I hope I have time tomorrow, and I'll get this thing to also read out on the scope so we can see the dwell from the scope on each channel and see that the dwells are a little more equal at any rate, or the dwells that are there are equal, whatever. Anyway, then we can move on. I'll convert this idea here over to the, I may just use this board and run it off of the, on the side kind of a thing until we get that figured out where to put this chip. I'm thinking it should go on. There's room in the back for a little PC board, so I could make, where am I? Oh, there. I could make a little PC board that sits down in there with that chip on it, and that's the interface that then pops out to say on or off up to the relay. So that could be a separate piece, except the relay is going to be in the front, isn't it? Oh, drat. Okay, different, better idea. Take that chip, put it on the new board, put it on there, make space for it, or get a smaller one, and wire it off of this motor right out of here. The doesn't matter the field. It's if it's energy is energy. So if it comes up here and triggers that, oh, what if it needs positive and negative? It may need that. It's an LED. Oh, bummer. Ah, crumb. Well, I'll have to think about that, because if you change directions, it won't work. You see what I mean? Oh, crap. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll see if I can't figure out a way to take that voltage, no matter what polarity it is, and get it up into here. I'll see if there's a way to do that. There probably is. I just dumb enough I don't know. Anyway, take the motor signal up to here, trigger that. If it has to be a polarity thing, then we got a problem. All right, I can test that right now. I can change that. I think I can change it right here and see what happens. Stick him there and stick him there and see if it works. Doesn't work. Oh boy, there you go. There you go, boys. Screwed. Short-lived, wasn't it? You don't have polarity, you're going to have something. All right, back to the drawing board. At any rate, shoot, I thought I had it. All right, well, there's something in these things that it can take any polarity. You know that? I don't know what it is, but I may cut one of these off. Just cut it off and put it onto that piece and see if that'll work. Or maybe strip it and do it that way. Because this will work no matter which way you plug it in. This light with this bulb of stuff inside. So there has to be a way. All right, I gotta go. It's 5:30 again. I'm feeling good about this piece, feeling good about this. Well, I was until I talked to you. Thanks. You're supposed to help me, not make me nuts. I didn't get much done over here. I do have I did find a third tender, so I have 3 tenders that I can put in play here quickly, at least with the electronics part. And I may change the tender themselves, the chassis themselves. This chassis is for sure golden, because this does fit the royal blue, the silver bullet royal blue fits right down on it, and that's my target system. So we're going with it. Okay, that's it. Gotta run. Talk to you guys later. And I'll show you a little bit more what we did a little bit today. My poor wife comes down, and she just comes down here and gets a headache. So of course she has to help me. But we've been putting things in the right kinds of boxes. So smart smoke assemblies, all-wheel pickup, rolling roads, motor control board, DC motors, tenders, empty boxes, other stuff coming. Next generation level 1 sounds, buckboards, and next generation level 2 sounds. Yes, it's here. And so we're organizing that. Then I'm going to do the paperwork. I got to organize the paperwork, and then I can continue with my development. I don't know what she needs organization for. It never really bothered me. I just get the job done, whatever it takes. What a mess. I know, it's a mess. These are the engines that I finished and ran around the track so you guys could see something going around the track. Then this is the queue. Who wants to go around the track? All right, another day, just full of joy. Later, gang.